Hi, I'm Paul Berry, and this is my story. I was born in Frankfurt to an Irish Catholic family. My mom was the sweetest woman on earth. I miss her to this day. She couldn't say no to me. I was the only boy. So I had an incident when I was about 11 or 12 years old where I was molested by a guy a couple blocks over. Wow, I changed completely. I went into a shell. Life wasn't fun really anymore after that incident. We were just trying to get by.
When did you start getting into drugs?
My senior year of high school. Basically because I just didn't think I was a whole man or boy anymore.
You're talking about you being molested? Okay.
I was always afraid people would find out about that and mark me. I really felt like I was no good for many years after that.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. I have asked for this television time tonight to report to you on our most difficult and urgent problem, the war in Vietnam.
So, in 1970, I was trying to get out of the Vietnam War. A guy from down the street mentioned to me that you shouldn't go. He kind of came back a mess. And I said, well, there's no way around. He said, not if you have heroin in your system. So I started dabbling with some friends and snorting a little bit of heroin here and there. And my number came up in the draft, number 21. When I went there, I was waiting for him to come back and say, you have drugs in your system. And there was a guy standing beside me that had tracks from here to there. And I seen him give him his papers too. And it was like, uh-oh, this is a failed attempt. And I actually said near the end, but I had heroin in my system. You'll fit right in.
So after you got home, did you get back into drugs?
The drugs did call again. I had been seeing a girl that I eventually married before we went away. I went looking for her the minute I got out of the service. We called it our weekend fun. That went well for about a year, because in early 74, we were again introduced to heroin, which became my life. The feeling that heroin gave me, that euphoria type thing. Once I do it one or two times, I know that rush is not there no more, but I still continued to chase that for another 16 years.
Did you ever think you were going to get clean?
Not a chance in the world. So I just figured I would keep on doing it until it was finally my turn for the lights to go out.
So what happened in 1991?
I did my normal thing, out of money. Knew if I put myself in detox on this date, I'd be getting out on the date of the check, which I planned every time. It didn't quite work out that way. When I got on Tioga Elf Stop, the doors opened, and I walked in and saw my friend, Joanne. I lost contact with her. She said, Paul, I haven't seen you in a meeting lately. What are you doing? I said, I just got out of detox, and I'm going to get high. And she said to me, give me your money. I'm taking you somewhere. And I didn't even hesitate. I took the money out of my pocket, put it in her hand, and followed her like a puppy down to Allegheny Avenue Rehab. That is the last day that I used.
How long have you been clean now?
34 years. So I met Margie in 2010, and every weekend she would say, go to church with me, go to church with me, go to church with me. So I came to church with her.
What was your first impressions of Bethel?
It wasn't a church service, it was a learning experience, and you took in what you needed, and you let go of what you didn't need. Bethel started a relationship with God, because I finally came to realize that I couldn't have did what I did on my own. That there had to be somebody in my corner that thought there was a purpose for my life to keep me going on. Who else could have fixed somebody so broken?
So what would you say to somebody who hasn't been to Bethel yet?
I'd say if you're lost or just need a place to go where you'll be welcomed, this is the place to show up. Because there's always somebody to pat you on the back, give you a hand, hug you, and just say, keep coming back. And if one person that sees this understands or gets something out of what I said, the job I just did, and it's a job, is well worth it.